Oh, God. Hello, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Glad to have you here. Whew. The last couple days were really tough. I ended up going to urgent care yesterday because I had what I thought was a UTI. Anybody who knows what that is, bladder infection. Turns out I didn't. Turns out that the doctor that I saw said severe stress can bring on the symptoms of a UTI. That severe stress can make your bladder very tense and spasm, that type of thing. Luckily everything that they tested for in the urine came out perfectly clear and fine. Everything, because they run a lot of tests. It's not just for bacterial infection. They check for a lot of things from your urine, and luckily everything was good. My son Elliot, his girlfriend Becca, she came over. I think it was around 11:30 or so, somewhere around there. And she stayed with me, and then she brought a home test kit for a UTI infection. Well, it showed I didn't have anything, so I thought, oh, I don't know, because you know how you get that burning sensation? Well, I still had it, so I thought I better go to urgent care. Well, she stayed with me the whole time, bless her heart. She sat with me, she stayed with me, and it was a few hours. It wasn't just like that, it doesn't work like that in urgent care. And then afterwards she came and stayed with me for a little while as well. And that was a big help. I mean, I can't thank her enough for, basically spending, so many hours with me while I was going through this. And oddly enough, after I found out everything was clear, well, they prescribed me some antibiotics and some stuff to help with the pain. And strangely enough, about an hour before I went to bed, the discomfort disappeared. That doesn't happen when you have an actual bacterial UTI. It doesn't just disappear, it gets worse and worse. Well, it disappeared. So I thought, well, I'm not going to take the pain medication or the antibiotic because she said that the urine didn't show any infection. She did prescribe it in case it was the beginning of an infection, where it was just going to start. But I thought, no, I'm going to wait and see, because antibiotics, I'm not a fan of them unless you really need them. And so I thought, if I still feel that way in the morning, or if I feel that burning sensation in the morning, I'll start them immediately. Well, I haven't. So I'm wondering if her whole thing about stress, like she said, stress can really damage the whole entire nervous system, the function of the body, everything. So I was like, okay, because guys, in living alone, for me, I know there are a lot of people that have a whole different view, but living alone for me is extremely stressful. It's extremely stressful. I don't like it. It's not how I thought my life was going to be at 70 years old. Not at all. I thought I'd be growing old with my husband and, having our kids and grandkids in our lives, that type of thing. And for me, living alone is a very difficult thing, and I'm very thankful that I have my dogs. Come here, Lily. Come on, baby. I'm very, very thankful that I have these little guys, because they do really, really help with stress, or help with companionship, I should say. But, when I'm not feeling well, if I'm not feeling well for any reason, no, you stay here with Mama. If I'm not feeling well for any reason, I'm one of those people, I want somebody there. I want somebody there to comfort me. I want somebody there to talk to me, to help get my mind, off of what's going on. It's difficult for me. So today I just wanted to ramble on about some of the hardships we go through, especially as we get older. I was telling my son's girlfriend, I don't know if I want to get older. Oh my gosh, you know, seeing people in the urgent care and you know, seeing videos and reading things about people, what they're going through as they get old. It's like, it's kind of like just waiting for the worst to happen. You know, what's going to happen tomorrow? What's going to come up tomorrow regarding my health? Oh my gosh, you know, that's what it seems like. That's what it seems getting older is like, just waiting to see what health issue is going to come up next. I'm so exhausted today, guys. The night before, not last night, but the night before, that burning sensation had me up all night long. Just all night long. It was horrific. I was up, I was down, I was up. I mean, it was terrible. And then yesterday, after she went home, I was so exhausted from the stress of it all that I just decided to lay on the couch to watch some YouTube videos on my TV. And I did something I never do. I can never nap. Anybody who's followed me knows I can't nap, no matter what. Well, I laid down, turned on some YouTube videos on the TV. That's all I remember. And that was about 6:15, around 6:15, 6:30. All of a sudden I wake up and I thought, it's dark in the house. It was already 8:20. So I actually passed out for a couple of hours, which is something I never do. Even when I'm sick, I can't nap during the day. But yesterday, oh come on. But yesterday I definitely did, and that shocked me. Because it's something I don't do, even when I desperately want to just lay down and go to sleep because of whatever reason. I don't get to. My brain won't let me, you know, just sleep. So yeah, it's really tough. I'm not one who enjoys living alone. It's just not for me personally. I know there are plenty of you out there who love it. I get it. I know. That's not me though. I'm being honest with you about who I am, and I don't enjoy it. I just don't enjoy it. No one to talk to, no one to share whatever with. It can get very hard. It can get very stressful. You know, there's just no one there to share anything with, you know, and even if you have friends or family over, or you visit them, or I don't know, like there was one video I watched where she tried joining clubs and joining this and joining that. Didn't make any difference because, like she said, I still come home alone at the end of the day. I'm alone, regardless. I'm alone. And I get what she meant. You know, you can occupy yourself for a while, but it doesn't change the fact that you're living alone. And sometimes, for certain people, it's a very difficult thing. I'm one of those people. I don't like it. I don't like it. And it kind of freaks me out that I could live another 20 years like this as I progressively get worse. You know, because you do, let's face it. As you get older, more and more things crop up with your health. That doesn't thrill me to think I could be going through this alone, the next whatever alone. So, you know, stress, like my son Elliot said last night, stress is a killer. It is. It definitely is. And I've got to try to figure out how to bring that stress down, and it's not just from living alone. I have right now, you know, 4 of my kids have issues amongst themselves where I can't even have them all together at once. And that makes it really very stressful for me because I can't just say, hey guys, come on over Sunday, let's have a pizza party, you know, let's have pizza. Hey guys, whatever, you know, I can't do that. I have to separate. Okay, you can come on this day. Oh no, so-and-so's coming on this day, so you can't come on that day. That type of thing. Yeah, it creates a lot of stress for me. So I'm trying to figure out how to cope with that. You know, I just wanted to talk about it all because I'm sure some of you are going through some of the same things too, issues with family or maybe your job or your spouse, your partner, whatever. You're going through all kinds of issues and the stress level makes you feel like you're going to explode. Today, I have decided that took so much out of me that when I went to bed last night, I didn't need to take the pain medication they gave me for the burning sensation. I didn't need to. There was nothing there. So I thought, I'm too tired. I went to bed. I was gone like that. I mean, I was so exhausted from the night before of not sleeping and, you know, the stress of the whole thing, and then waiting for the results, right? I'm one of those people that when I have a test done, I'm like, oh my God, what's it going to show? What's it going to show? So the whole time of waiting in that, you know, that urgent care lobby for the results, I was extremely stressed. I was like, something's causing this. What is it? Could it be this? You know, in my head, I'm going through all these things that could be. So that took a toll on me too. A lot of stress, an awful lot. And yeah, it wore me down. It just wore me down the night before with no sleep, and then the stress of feeling that discomfort all day, as well as going to urgent care, the whole thing. And you know, it does. It gets you thinking like, God, what do we have to look forward to when we get older? You know, I mean, let's get real here. I can sugarcoat it and say, oh, well, you know, but no. If you think about it, you know, there's a lot to think about as you get older. Oh my gosh, this could happen, that could happen. I'm living alone. You know, there's a lot. Those of you that are living with somebody or are married or have a partner living with you, at least you have the comfort of knowing if something happens to you, you've got somebody there for a little support, or no, Lily, or for instance, let's say you passed out. Well, either they're going to be there, or if they come home and they find you, it's like, oh my God, I need to call an ambulance. When you live alone, no. You pass out, it's like, will anybody know this has happened to me in 3 days? You know, that type of thing. So yeah, you know, there's things to stress about and worry about, and I'm trying to figure out how to cope with it all. Like my son's girlfriend said, Becca, she was like, try to focus on the good things in your life, which is what I always do try to do. And she's right, you know, it does, you do need to focus on what you do have in life, the good things in life, the better parts of your life, which is true. But when you live alone, you are left to ruminate in your head everything that isn't great can take hold. It can just take hold and completely take over all your thoughts. And that's what's difficult. It's you have to figure a way out of that. You do. You've got to, like when I get into that place where I'm thinking, oh, I'm so tired of being alone. I'm so sick of going to the store alone. I'm so tired of cooking alone. I'm so tired of eating alone. I'm so, you know, when you start that, I've got to figure out a way to pull myself out of it. Because, like I say, this does not apply to those of you that I just love living alone. No, this does not apply to you. This is for people who not finding it the most fun in the world. And then at the same time, I'm like, I could be in a situation where at 70 years old, I could have a husband who's not at all well or healthy, and there I am being a full-time caregiver. You know what I mean? I see that side of it too, where I don't have that issue. And I know people who have some husbands right now that they're going through some very difficult times right now because of the husband's health, whether it be mental or physical. They're going through some pretty tough times. And they're thinking, this isn't how I thought it was going to be at the end, you know, last part of my life. So I think about that too, like, oh my gosh, I don't have all that. But it's like a little roller coaster, you know what I mean? Those of you that understand living alone and being alone and feeling lonely, let's throw that in there, because you can be alone but not be lonely. I'm talking about feeling lonely in living alone. Or sometimes you're lonely even if you're with somebody. But yeah, it was a tough day, guys. That's why I didn't make a video yesterday. I was not feeling well at all. So today, I'm going to make this a do nothing day. I can feel my body how can I put it? I can feel the results of that stress for the last couple days. It's really worn me down. I think I'll just I don't even know if I'll take a shower today. That takes a lot of energy. And who cares? I'm here alone. But I just wanted to share that with you guys and maybe talk about what you go through in living alone or feeling lonely or some health issues, whatever. We're all human. We all have our ups and downs, and unfortunately it's never perfect all the time. And this is one of those times for me that I'm having a tough time. And the holidays coming up makes it even tougher with the family issues and stuff. So yeah, I'm going to take it easy today, guys. And if you're having a tough time, maybe you can find a day or two to just do nothing. Do nothing. I don't know. Anyway, just wanted to chat with you. I love you all. Thank you for being here. Please like and subscribe and comment. I'd appreciate it. And I will talk to you in my next video. And please be kind and compassionate and caring. It's easy and it's free. Mwah! Take care, guys. See you later. Oh, Lily. Sorry. Oh, 16 minutes. Huh. Once again, the time on the computer just doesn't sync up with the time on my camera. I don't get it, guys. Anyway. Anyway. Well, I really have nothing left to say except I'm so glad I have all of you to share my ups and downs, my smiles and my frowns with you. I'm so happy. I woke up today and all I did was hug my baby dogs. I just hugged them and snuggled them and felt their little warmth against me because yesterday was so tough. Oh my God, it was tough. And then thankfully I slept all night. I am so grateful I slept all night. I'm very grateful for that because I was exhausted by bedtime from the stress of what the test results would show, from the discomfort of the kind of burny sensation, which is gone right now, and I've taken nothing for it this morning. So I'm not sure, maybe she's right, severe stress, because it has been extremely stressful for me with a lot of things going on in my head. As you well know, when that happens, your mind gets rolling and you just can't seem to stop it for some reason. Yeah, I'm sure you've all been there. So anyway, I will end this again. Thank you for being here, and I'm so glad I have all of you to share what's going on in my life. Good, bad, happy, sad, up, down, whatever. I'm very happy to have you all because your comments are so kind and helpful. Take care, guys. Be kind, be caring, be compassionate. It's free and could help so many people. Bye-bye, guys. Okay, baby. Move, Lily, you little silly.